Yo guys, welcome to a new video on Bitcoin. Today it's the 31st of May. It's Tuesday, and let's dive right into it. As you can see, we had a pretty strong move up actually. So we went from 29.5 till 32k, 32.3k, and I actually expected it to reject here and then to hit demand here, as we discussed on previous videos, and then a move upward. Yeah, that's what I expected, but it didn't really happen. We did have this move towards the demand, but it just bounced a bit higher, higher than the demand zone I drew on the other chart, and also it did not reject here at the level I was expecting. It went straight through and then it retested here and then it went further upward. So yeah, what are we looking at right now? Well, as long as we don't take this high out, and I mean with taking out, I mean closing above it with preferably the 12-hour, but also the 6-hour would be good. Then there is still a downtrend, because this is not a significant high. This is not a significant high. This is the high that created the new low. Hence, this is the significant high that should be taken up before a trend reversal. So what am I expecting, or what is the best scenario for bulls? For bulls, just like we discussed in the previous video, this is the high that should be taken out. This is the level that should be claimed before any further move upward or any expectation. And for the bears, well, this is kind of getting interesting here, because we could reject pretty harshly here. If we reject here, because this is the area, this is the supply where this is the protected high. So in this supply zone, it is possible that we create a new low from here. It is logically, it is a possibility. Also, it could be a deviation above the high, above the previous, above the range, and from there a move back to the range low. Those are possibilities. So I'm expecting either a claim of this level and then a 6-hour, 12-hour, then a little pullback to here maybe, and then a move further upward. That's a possibility. Then another possibility for the bears is to reject harshly here in this supply zone, reject from there. Sorry, let's draw it a bit better. Reject from there, and then move like this, and then everyone long here because they think, okay, the retest of the range, let's long here and go upward. Well, no, because probably it will be a bull trap, and then a move further downward to the range low, and maybe a bounce from there, and otherwise further downward. That's a possibility, because if we're looking to a similar range, like with the one we had in May last year, let's see if I can get it up here. I'm talking about this range. So we had some consolidation, just like we had right now. This is the consolidation part. Then we had the breakout, or above the range. Then we had the break, and then or deviation. That's what I would call it, a deviation above the range high. And then it went further downward, back again to the range low, and even below that, a deviation below that, and then further consolidation. So that is a possibility. That's why I'm not really keen on making speculations on where the price is going from here. I think we are at a very dangerous spot. I think we could reject harshly here and pull in a lot of longers, late longers that will get crushed. And otherwise, I think if we want to see some bullish momentum, we need to claim this level, and then we could see a test of 38k around this supply zone here. That's a possibility. We have a nice fair value gap here. That's the scenario that where I'm looking at right now. What I'm looking at right now. What about the altcoins? Well, I must say they are looking pretty strong, actually, which happens, or strong. Some of them do, some of them don't. For example, here ADA grew 8%. That's a lot. Then the Bitcoin dominance, let's check the daily chart from this. We did reject a little bit, but then we bounced further upward. Yeah, and I'm still targeting this range high around 48%. and maybe still a retest from the mid range, from the previous from the mid range, and from there it bounced to the range high. That's also a possibility. We could also just move straight to the range high and then a rejection from there, and then maybe to the mid range. Also a possibility. But for now, yeah, the Bitcoin dominance is growing. Bitcoin is growing, so that means that money is flowing into the market. Let's check the total as well. Yeah, also growing. The total 2 also growing, but not as strongly as Bitcoin, as total 1, which is logical actually, because Bitcoin, of course, is the safest bet in the crypto market. Then let's check ETH as well. Oof, this is terrible chart. 1 second, let's clear the chart. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so for ETH, we are currently, this is the high, I would say this is the supply, this is the high here, this is the supply, and it needs to overcome this supply here. Yeah, it needs to overcome this supply before we can think of a trend reversal. For now, it just looks like a rejection from this high, and as long as we don't claim this and claim this, there's no bullish trend or whatsoever. This is just looking like a rejection in my eyes. Okay, then that's about it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Just to summarize, I mean, we talked about this a few times, but we need to claim 32.5K before we can expect some uptrend, some real uptrend then. Otherwise, for the bears, we need to lose this level around 27K, 26K, and then we will go further down to 24, 23, this area. Yeah. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer them. Thank you.